Sophia, thank you so much for joining me on my video cast series. It is so great to have you here. So, what I like to do is to learn about your business, tell everybody about it, and really what inspired you to start it.
Well, thank you for having me, first of all. It's a pleasure being interviewed by you. So basically, I would have to say that Blush and Bloom by Sofia started many, many years ago as a wish, a hopeful thing that I've always wanted to embark on as being a labor and delivery nurse for 20 years. Loved working with women, loved helping women, being there for the most intimate moments. And I also always loved aesthetics. It's something I was always passionate about. And so one day I decided that I want to merge both worlds together. So the medical nursing aspect and the aesthetics and marry them and being able to help women in a different way to feel good about themselves inside and out.
I love that. You're in Ottawa, correct? Or in the Ottawa
That,
region? Yeah.
that's correct. Yes.
So, how long have you been practicing here in Ottawa?
So in Ottawa here, I have been practicing about 6 months. Year in total. I started off in Montreal and then I merged here. And yeah, it's been a whole experience, and I love every minute of it.
New to the Ottawa market, so everybody that needs
Yes.
your work. Can you tell us a little bit about like more about the services and what you offer? And you go to people's homes, correct?
Absolutely. So I offer both services. So I offer mobile and in clinic. So in clinic, I offer the service of neuromodulators, neurotoxins. So neurotoxins would be your Botox, your Dysport. Neuromodulators would be your fillers, what people consider fillers. They also offer IV therapy, so IV hydration with different types of vitamins and minerals, and also IM injections, which means injections that we give directly of vitamins such as B12 or NAD.
I feel like I'm seeing, I don't want to call it a trend, but I'm seeing more people interested in the vitamin stuff and the IVs and, of course, the Botox scene. Everybody loves to look a little bit younger. In terms of running a business, I know you're newer to Ottawa, so I can only imagine all the fun things that you're having to work on as you're growing right now. So, what did you think running a business would be like? And what is the reality?
Well, to be honest, running a business is very new to me. Simply because I come from a hospital background. So I didn't have to search for clients and advertise. So it's been new to me in a sense that I didn't realize that you have to put so much time and effort in simply just trying to get yourself out there for people to even know you exist. I had this conception that you just, advertise a little bit and people, they just come. And that's absolutely not the reality.
Yeah, I joke. I'm like, you hope you build it and they will come. You know, like that movie. But it's not. There's a grind, and I find that, in Ottawa has been great. The networking space, connecting with people one on one. But even social media, we connected through social media through a Facebook group, and there's so much power in that. But it's a reminder that it's like you constantly need to be posting or engaging and connecting with the right people to have opportunities like this or to, get your name in the right space. So it is a lot of work and people think like, oh yeah, I just do social media, but it's like the graphics, the content, the posting, the engagement, like all the pieces. And that's just social media. And then there's all the other pieces and that's just marketing. Right. So I love it. Obviously that's what I do, but it is a lot of fun. So was there a moment where you thought, I didn't think this was going to work out or, you're like, okay, I'm going to go back into the nursing world.
Yeah, I will be very honest. It's happened more than once. So yeah. So running a business, as much as I love, and you put so much love and effort and time and sweat and tears into it, it is hard. And there's been times where it wasn't taking off, or nobody really still didn't know who I was. It just wasn't moving. You have that urge that you just want to do and you want to perform. And yeah, and there was a lot of times where I was like, maybe I doubted myself, thinking maybe I took on too much. Maybe opening a business in a province where you don't know anybody was not like the greatest idea. So the safety of the hospital always kind of called me back. So that was always a challenge. It still is a challenge because, I did love that part, but I do want to grow in this, but it's hard. It's been very hard. A process of trying to get your word out there and getting your business, your logo and your face so people know who you are. It's, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you. Is there a decision that you've made along the way that's changed the direction of your business?
Absolutely. The biggest decision that I made that I think was a great one was to go mobile. So
Yeah.
that was something that for me, I didn't see it as a big challenge. I think it's actually fun because you get to go to different places, and there was nobody really offering that service here in Ottawa. Not many people offer neurotoxins or IV mobile. So I thought that was a great niche for me to embark on, to offer it to offices, homes, even cottages. I've done it. So yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, I love that. Is there a target market or is there a specific clientele that you're looking for that comes to you, or it's like you help sort of everybody and anybody?
Well, I'm very open to everybody and anybody. I think everybody can some way benefit from one thing or another. I'm definitely very open to both men and women of all ages, all ethnicities. I think that the people so far that I have attracted has been more wanting more subtle, natural results as opposed to the overfill, overdone look. That I feel like that's more where I have had an attraction towards because I like my clients to look refreshed and good and feel about themselves, but not necessarily you're somebody telling them your lips who did your lips look great, right?
Yeah. Is there typically, we'll call it a problem that somebody comes to you for? I know you offer a few different services. Let's go to the IV therapy, just even for my own knowledge. What is that helpful for? Why do people come to you for that? And, how do they feel afterwards?
Yeah, definitely. I would say that the majority of the people that I have done IV therapy for, the my clients have been a lot of people that either travel a lot. So people that for work purposes or sometimes just even vacation, you come back, you're dehydrated, you maybe had a little bit too many glasses of wine on vacation, or they just haven't been taking their intake of their vitamins, their water intake like they normally would, and they come back, they're jet lagged. So that boost, it's an instant boost of hydration and an instant boost of energy. Think that's like a great service that majority of people could probably benefit from. And some people don't even aren't even aware of what it is, but it's a great tool to use. And because some people use it regularly, some people do it seasonally.
I feel like I see it with celebrities. They have IV parties, right?
Yeah,
Where their friends come over and use that. I mean, I think everybody could use a little bit more hydration and energy boost. So I love that as an option. And the fact that you go to people's houses. So it's like in the comfort of their own home or office or workplace. Cause I could also see that as like a corporate event or something that, it's a bonus for their client or for their staff to get a little boost, that
absolutely.
yeah. Well, there's a lot of things that people think that they know about business and, what they see on social media and whatnot. But what's something about being a business owner that people don't actually see from the outside?
I think what people don't see about business owners is that I speak for myself, when I put myself out there, I look confident. I look like, I have it all together. And often behind the scenes, you don't because you're trying a strategy or you do a promotion, it doesn't work out, or you think something will be attractive customers and it doesn't, the constant doubting yourself if you're doing it right, the constant did I make a mistake in posting this video or, advertising like this. So those are things that you constantly do behind the scenes. That's very hard as an entrepreneur is the doubt, is the constant doubt, the constant having to have the courage to put yourself out there. It's hard, especially if you're not used to it.
Yeah, I 100% agree. There's a lot of people that stop themselves from entrepreneurship or growth because of, that vulnerability and putting yourself out there. But I love that there's so many entrepreneurs and new entrepreneurs that are starting to get more comfortable with this and putting themselves into these positions. There's so much doubt. And I agree with you on everything that you just said. It's like, oh, did I just, say the right thing? My hair look different? There's so many things that you question, but the fact that you're doing it, is you're already a step further than a lot of people that are still they're like, I want to be where you are, but you're actually trying it. Within entrepreneurship, you have to try things and you have to see what sticks. And same with marketing. Like I always tell people, you can try and have the best ads and the best copy, but not everything's going to stick. It's trial and error, and you see what works and you look at the data and you make decisions based on that and you rinse and repeat. And, but you got to just keep doing it. So I love that you're doing it, even though there's that doubt and the thoughts in our head that are so powerful that it's like, well, I could be doing this and I don't have to think about the social media and I can go back to a 9 to 5, but life is too short and you got to have fun and you got to also follow your dreams. So I love that you're doing this. So how would you say entrepreneurship has changed you personally?
Definitely, the confidence. So, and the push. It's something that I feel like that was one of my weakest points was the confidence and the push that it really gave me the drive to just, even if it's not working out, to still not give up, keep going, and to have the confidence to put myself out there because it's a lot of marketing. It's a lot of talking on camera. It's a lot of putting yourself in a vulnerable position, just like you mentioned before. So I feel like that changed me as opposed to probably me before maybe wouldn't have felt comfortable doing that or would have just stopped because it was something that was putting me in the too much highlight, too much spotlight on me. So yeah, definitely changed me. I feel like gave me a lot of confidence more than I probably had earlier in my
Mm.
career.
So what would you say keeps you going on the tough days?
The tough days, what keeps me going is how far I've come. There's days where I'm like, you know what, it's just easier to go back to the hospital and, maybe this isn't for me or just, give it a break. But I came so far. I did so much work, all the learning I've done, all the time and effort that I've energy that I've put into this. It's my baby and I don't want to give up on it.
Yeah. No, you got to keep building it. I love this.
Uh,
Is there a moment that you can share that you saw a real impact on the work that you have been doing or what you're building within one of your clients?
Definitely. I've had multiple events where I, would treat somebody and I get a text back like within 2 days or 3 days or a week. And they're just so happy with the results. And I actually recently had a patient. She was a little bit older and she came to me a couple of times, did different treatments, and she redid her lips. And she was a very beautiful woman in my eyes. And I could see that age took a toll on her in a sense that she lacked confidence and she felt, she wasn't as beautiful as she used to be. She used to show me pictures of, look, this was me. And we did her lips, we did her Botox, we did a few things. And she messaged me within 3 weeks. I got a random text and she said that she went to a wedding and she was so excited how many compliments this people hadn't seen her in a long time. They said she looked phenomenal. And
Oh,
yeah, and it actually brought me to tears because to give that confidence to somebody, because I could understand how she feels and that I was able to help her feel so good about herself and getting compliments and it made her feel good about herself. So I think that was a great moment for
yeah, that's beautiful. I feel like so many people that I meet along the way, it's about helping people and, you're helping people in a different way. So that's, really nice to hear.
absolutely.
So is there anything that you're building that you're excited about that you want to share with everybody and, what's happening next for you?
Yeah, so obviously, I want to keep growing Blush and Bloom. The mobile has been great. I've had absolutely amazing receptive feedback on that. My next move definitely is goal is to open my second location. So a little bit more closer to a lot of where my patients are because I constantly get a comment sometimes that my clinic is a little too far for some people. Even though I offer the mobile, some services are better in clinic. So definitely opening a second location in Riverside South. That's going to be my next goal
So
coming soon, hopefully.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, keep an eye out for any properties, or I can connect you with a good real estate agent if you need anybody. But
absolutely.
I love this. All right. So, Sophia, not if, when somebody wants to get in contact with you, how can they reach you?
Absolutely. So I'm mainly on my Blushing Bloom by Sofia on Instagram, and there directly there's the link to the book to message me directly, email, and the website. I'm also on Google, Blush and Bloom by Sofia, and I answer quite quickly. And sometimes people just have questions or concerns, or they're not sure about something. I'm more than happy to answer any question.
All right. Sophia, thank you so much for joining me. It has been a true pleasure learning about your business and the impact that you're making on our community here. And when everybody needs your support and some of your work, I hope that they reach out to you.
Thank you so much. And it was a pleasure again having this wonderful conversation with you. I think you do amazing work. And thank you for having me and taking the time. It's
Of course.
wonderful.
Thank you so much.